we found this boomerang store. I've always read about boomerangs. I've never been in, so let's check it out.
Size 10.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
$10.
Feels like wool.
Yeah,
look at
it
the
does.
date. It's an older tag.
Yeah.
Look and see.
And this was just interesting. Laura Ashley.
Oh yeah.
It's old $6, but
That
it's
looks
the
so
old
comfy,
one because
doesn't it?
it's made in Britain.
It's really cute for summer.
Yeah.
Tina has instructed me that I cannot buy any dresses. The inventory is overflowing.
She said, unless it's unbelievable.
That's true. This is really nice.
This is gorgeous.
This is only $8.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I just like sweater shoes.
Yes.
But man, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
While we didn't stay for very long, we did manage to find a couple cool pieces here that I will share with you in the haul. Some of the prices were high, like this Lane Bryant was $16. These coat shoes were $12, but they were very, very worn. But we managed to find a couple things. So we spent a little over $20 here. And I'm so happy to have Kim with me on this excursion.
All right, I just need to point out how lucky we got with parking. There's my parking spot. We're here on Com Ave. There's Kim, and here's Goodwill. This just doesn't happen.
I was so happy to come across these Spanx. They were a little bit worn, but I decided to grab them anyways. The Madewells that you just saw, I picked up and didn't realize till I got home that they had a hole in them, sadly. Here is a really beautiful silk skirt by Rachel Roy. I was pretty excited because the price tag from TJ Maxx was $99, implying that it was an even higher, retail price, but the comps were really low, so left that behind. Did pick up that Hannah Anderson sweater, and something about this cute little gnome ceramic piece was tugging at my heart.
What'd you find, honey?
Gorgeous. Copper, 99 cents
Oh
with
my
the tag.
gosh.
So
Those
they've never
are
been used.
Beautiful.
Yes. And then, you know me and my
Sandy.
Christmas cookies.
Oh, I love
and my
him.
nutcrackers.
Well, he's
So-
brand new too.
He's brand new too.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
adorable.
Right?
I freaking love this store.
Yes.
I'm so excited about my pillow. I can't even express it.
Friends.
Somebody donated their collection here.
Look at this because it has all the stuff in it, Laura. That is...
Yeah. To look that baby up. That's a cute one. I just found this. And Kim thinks she knows where the other one is. I just don't know what the price is. I'm like, what is this doing over here by itself? Oh my God, these are beautiful.
They're in gorgeous condition. They're a size 9.
Do we have a
lucky
price?
They're not a 10.
$11.
11
I'll
bucks.
take it.
There you go.
All right. I freaking love this place. Keep saying it.
I just said, let me open it and see.
Oh, no
It's
way.
brand new. With the twin
Look at
towels.
that. For $2. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got to get
Yeah.
that. That's super cool.
That's amazing.
That is beautiful. I love this
Right?
brand too.
Yes.
And I'm looking at this Nintendo. collector's edition for Monopoly. All the pieces are there. Yeah, all 6 of the pewter guys are in there. Like if I was a game person, there would be some really good stuff here. I'm leaving that behind, although I did see one listed on Etsy for $50.
But it's not new.
Little Boston Globe, Tom Brady action. Never sad about that. I love clue games too. Ooh, what's this one? They have some really cool games here. I need to stay in my lane. Kim just found a few pieces. I don't know how this collab does, Mary Mecco and Uniqlo, but this sweater's really cute. Oh, it looks like a hole right there. Must be wool. And then this Madewell sweater is from 2020, but it does have a fair amount of pilling, even though I love this style. It's almost like a pink fuzz that's on there. I could sweater shave that. Let me keep looking. Athleta. I might grab this just because it's an extra large. That looks nice and cozy. I like this, even though it's an older piece. She also found this, which I love. Leave it free. I love the style on this one. I love Bowden. Thank you. I love this top. That's so cute. What a fun pattern. That's nice.
A little bling.
That looks nice for holiday.
Smart wool.
Jesus, you're hired, girl. I just need to wait for Kim to find me stuff, and a large. I love this place.
That North Face is gorgeous.
It's really, it's like a better sweater. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's awesome too. This is like an old limited edition Lululemon.
Oh.
It's like a scuba hoodie. Oh, these Lulu shorts too. That whole rack was just loaded. Or Alphalete.
Wow.
This Patagonia, I thought might look handsome on Jay or somebody. It's 15 for a sweater.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
But it's a little pilly. So
Yeah.
2 stops down. Kim just had her doctor's appointment.
Thumbs up.
Sinus stuff. She's doing great.
Yep.
That's the reason we are in the city. And now we are heading outside of Boston, kind of on the way home, and hoping for one last stop.
This sweater that I pick up here is a really beautiful sweater, and when I talk about it in the haul, I haven't yet realized that there is a little moth hole, so that was a bummer.
Something.
Look at the collar and everything.
Right?
I'm laughing because I am wicked hungry right now. This is great. Okay, we're gonna look at Kim's picks today. Save that one. All right, we'll do it first.
Okay.
Let's zoom. Woo! We love it.
Yay.
This brand I always pass on, but I found this piece and it's Calypso St. Bart. It's actually a really good brand, but it doesn't resell for a ton.
So
but it's
pretty.
silk and it's all the astrology signs. And I
That's
thought it
so
was
awesome.
so cool.
That is cool. Free people.
Kim found more free people. I love that piece.
More free people.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah. It's like a little jacket.
Yeah,
And then we found Bowden.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
This I might give to Ange. This is Aritzia Wilfred.
The music's blasting, so I had to turn this down. These are a pair of boots that Kim found that the comps are really good on. Taking those home. Got to wash the laces on them. I also found a new to me brand called Love the Label. I know I've heard of it before, but I've never found it. You'll see it in a second. Found that Ralph Lauren piece. That's the Love the Label. Here's a Wild Fox lounge top with terrible comps. I left this one behind. It was not in the best shape either. And I left this Burberry behind too. It was priced at $12.99. I walked around with it for a while, but it was just a little stretched out, faded, and had just seen better days. But picked up this robe for myself, and we are going to wrap things up and head home.
Okay, I'm home now. Hey, Lulu. Hi. Jay's in New York. He's going to be home at 9:30. I'm going to try to process some of this now, and I will be back with a haul. It's the next day, and I am going to show you everything that I got yesterday. I left my house at like 11:30 in the morning, picked up Kim. We drove into Boston. We went to 3 different thrift stores. We went back to the Goodwill that we had been to once before. We went to a new place called Boomerangs, and then we went to my tried and true one that's just outside of Boston. First stop, I spent like $20-something, not much at that first stop, Boomerangs. Then $190 at Goodwill, and then $121 at the next stop. So over $300 and tons of product. So let's jump right in. So of course, my absolute favorite piece of the day was this incredible alpaca fur Bohemian horse pillow. Look at the size of this. It's like larger than a bed pillow. It's just magnificent. I saw this, it was up above, and I felt it. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was like brand new. And then I flipped it over, which I know I showed this in the video, but it says that it's 100% alpaca fur made in Peru. They charged me $4 for this. I brought it up to the register and I showed this side and I'm like, how much are pillows? And they said $4. And I said, okay, I'll take this one. And so she charged me $4. I was afraid to flip it over because I thought she was going to be like, oh no, that one's $30. Hoping to get between $50 and $75. Hello, Lulu. Between $50 and $75 for this pillow. Somebody has it listed on Etsy for $65. I think I'm going to list it for about $70, $75, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm jumping around because I went through and took tags off of everything. I washed some stuff, so it's not in order of store. This is a Wilfred Free top. I'm probably going to put this in Angelina's Christmas box. I do holiday, I call it Thrift and Gift, and that is a video that this would be my 3rd or 4th year doing a thrift and gift video for the kids. She loves Aritzia. This is an Aritzia brand and it is in her size, so I think I'm just going to put this in her holiday box. This brand I had never heard of, but I absolutely loved this chain on this purse, and I thought the quality was so nice. It was also new with tag, Joy Grayson. Some of these comps are between $30 and $60. They're kind of all over the place, but look at the hardware on this. It has a flap top, which I really like. It's a gorgeous bag. The texture on here, it's really nice. Anyway, absolutely beautiful, and not sure about that, but they charged me $4. They charged me for a small purse at Goodwill. These Spanx I got at Goodwill, and I just washed them, but when I was at the register, I noticed that they had a little bit of, not puckering, but like a couple pulls in the fabric, and the denim looked a little tired, you know? So I said, oh, there are some pulls, and jeans were $7. So she said, I'll give them to you for half off. I was like, okay, so $3.50 for Spanx. They're a size medium. They're like jeggings. Kim brought this over to me, and this is torrid. I just really loved the pattern of this, and the fact that it was torrid was a bonus. It's just a size 0, so it's a smaller size in torrid. They're vanity sizing, so I think that's like a size 10, 12. Oh, I didn't take the tag off. I thought I removed all the tags. I did wash this, but isn't this a beautiful pattern? And I love the color for fall. I think I'm gonna move back a little bit so you can see more. These are things that I washed. They're not from this haul.
This was part of a 2-piece Zara set that I'm also going to offer to Angelina. There was a matching like cropped tie front top that was just so adorable. I got this at the last location. They charged me $10 for the set, which is a little bit more than I wanted to pay. I thought it was really unique. Once I find the top, I'll show it to you together. This I bought for myself, and then it was tight on me. It's unbranded, so I think this would be a good thing to sell over on Whatnot. This just ties on the inside. There's no belt. It was just really lightweight, and it was a black floral, and I just thought it'd be really cute for when I'm getting ready, but it was a little tight for me, so definitely like a size small. There was a section in the Goodwill, and this same section last time I scored with a bunch of Lululemon. Today was no different. Well, yesterday. These are men's Lululemon sweatpants. I'm not sure what the style is, but the last time I was there, I got a pair of commissioner pants. They sold for full asking price in less than 24 hours, $79. I was thrilled. So let's hope history repeats itself. This is the store I spent $190 because I picked up some stuff. Things added up quickly. So Kim had a doctor's appointment on this day. We were in metered parking in Boston, and we had to leave in order to get Kim to her appointment on time. So I was definitely moving fast, and I purchased a couple things that were more money because I didn't really have time to run the comps, or I ran the comps like super quick. Saw a couple solds and just said, okay, I'm going with it. So I did pay up for a few things. These were included in that. These were Lululemon shorts for guys. I want to say I paid like $9.99 or $10.99 for these, which is expensive. Like, I don't know if that was the best move. These could possibly go to Anthony, but I feel like the men's Lululemon stuff does well, and I don't think there's as much of it online, so I feel like it's not saturated, so it sells. This Patagonia jacket I paid $15 for. I definitely paid up for a fair amount today, but I thought this was really cute. It's like more like just a lightweight quilted, more like a fall jacket. It is a size extra small, I believe. Extra small, but I think this is really nice. This is a brand I'm trying out for the first time. It's called Anna Holtblad. Now this retails in the hundreds. It is a brand from Scotland, and it reminds me very much of the J. Crew cardigan sweaters that like I pick up every time I see them. My friend Hope gave me that tip, and every time I see them, I buy them, and they usually sell between $40 and $60, more around that $50 to $60 range. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for this. Doesn't have the same brand recognition, but this is actually, it's wool. It's a very valuable, well-made piece. That just may end up sitting for a bit. I really liked this, and I have to sweater shave this. This may go to Rocco because he needs a lot of warm things. This is like the North Face Better sweater. It's navy blue. It's like a blatant ripoff, in my opinion, of the Patagonia Better sweater, but I think it's fantastic. And I think it's a large, which is Rocco's size in jackets. So I am gonna sweater shave these. Jay has like 3 of the Patagonias. It's like his fall and winter uniform, we call it, but he wears them so much that they get super pilly. But Patagonia Better sweaters clean up so nicely with a sweater shaver. I'll wash his jacket, and then I will go over it with my sweater shaver, and it looks like brand new every time. And then like a year later, I do the same thing. So I'm gonna do that to this. This I couldn't leave behind. This was at the Goodwill, and I think it was like $3 or $4 because it was children's. But look at this beautiful Hannah Anderson long cardigan sweater. I mean, this is so classic. It has the embroidered sleeves. It has these really beautiful closures. I'm losing my words. They're like a hook and eye, but there's probably a special name for it. This is a size 120, which I'm not sure what size that is. Maybe like a size 6, 7, and I only paid like $4. This was a new to me brand. I picked this up based on fabric. Kim brought this over to me. It's 100% alpaca, and this was $6. It was just so well made. I loved the buttons here. It's like a quarter button. It's a men's sweater. Really gorgeous. It has this kind of contrasting band that goes down the side. Just gorgeous. I want to do a little bit more research on that, but I'm sure anything, you know how I feel about alpaca. If I find alpaca, I'll grab it just based on fabric content. This I already have a draft for. I'm gonna get this listed right away. This is I think it's from 2011, so not quite vintage, but 11 years old. It's a limited edition scuba hoodie with the faux fur, and it is a size 8. The tag was still in there. Really great condition. Some of these unique scuba hoodies can go for a lot of money. This has, you know, the Lululemon logo
on the hood. I paid $9.99 for this, or $14.99, but I did see comps between $60 and $75. There were not many listed. There's a similar one with the faux fur, but it's like almost like an ombre, and it goes from a hot pink, like fuchsia, to like a violet color. There were a lot of those listed, but I think the black one is probably more popular just because it is more streamlined, and black is just, can't go wrong with it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna list that for $80 or $85, and it will probably sell between $65 and $75. So I'm excited for that. I couldn't believe I picked this up. I'm gonna try this on because I have so much Lori Goldstein. I hit an estate sale. It's now been 2 years since the estate sale. And the woman whose estate I bought had passed away. She was in her 90s, and she had a thing for QVC. So there were a lot of Dooney and Burke QVC exclusive bags in that haul, and there were probably 30 pieces from Lori Goldstein. So I swore I would never pick up Lori Goldstein again. But I loved this top, and it was so different, and it's like the beautiful fall colors that I love, and it's a size large. I also like to get Lori Goldstein stuff in large, and I'm a large as well. This is a generous cut large, so I'm gonna try it and see if I like it. I would definitely open a couple buttons to make it a little bit more of a V-neck in the front, but it's super lightweight, and it was a style that I hadn't seen before from Lori Goldstein, so I went for it. This was $8. I picked this up at Boomerangs at my first stop. This is an Angel of the North sweater. Typically when I find Angel of the North, I think it's like an older label for Anthropologie. I don't know if they still sell it, but I often find their sweaters and they're loaded with pills. And this was just in such beautiful condition. It's kind of like this Oscar the Grouch green. And sorry, the sun is coming down. I have 2 lights on me, but if the lighting gets a little funky, I apologize. And the texture on the back of this is so nice. I loved this. And the sleeves were pretty. So this was in absolute beautiful condition. There was very little pilling because I wasn't excited to pay $8 for it. I did not run the comps on this. It's a size small. I'm hoping to get somewhere between $35 and $45 for it. The color is beautiful, and it's got kind of this zigzag pattern, this chevron pattern in the back. These Poetry jeans I picked up at our last stop. This is a brand I'm trying. I ran comps on Poetry jeans really quickly. I saw a lot in the $50 range. Now I've passed on Poetry tops, the brand Poetry, many times. They always catch my eye. Sorry, I have I swear sometime with all the fur, I get like little tickles in my throat when I'm going through a haul before everything gets washed. But I thought these were really unique. So the tops, I don't always see like impressive comps on them, even though every time I see a Poetry piece, it looks like quality to me. But I thought these jeans, they were size 14, and they were kind of this like, I would say 80s inspired, like tapered. They're a lightweight denim. They have some unique pockets in the front. I just really liked the structure of these, and they were a larger size. And so I wanted to give these a try. I want to say, I think jeans were like $8 at this store. That was a bit expensive. The store that we ended with, it's been one of my favorite stores for a while, but their pricing has increased. So it's a bit of an adjustment going in there now under the new price structure. This I think I only paid $2 for, I hope. It was new with tag, made well. And it's just an extra small cream, like just a nice basic. I wouldn't have paid more than $2 for that. I don't know, I hope she didn't charge me more than that, because I feel like I spent a lot of money on this day. This is the top that goes with that skirt, the Zara skirt. Oh my gosh. So these are the bottoms right here, and they're shorts, and then this is the top. Isn't this just so adorable? And the sleeves, oh, I thought this was so cute. I hope Angie wears it. I don't know where she would wear it. It's kind of like more of like a summer concert or something, picnic. I like romanticize all the places that Angie could wear these cute outfits, and she's like, Mom, no. I thought it was really cute. This was only $5, and I almost 100% of the time pass on these cartonniere blazers these days, but this was only $5, and it was a size 12, and I thought it was a nice generous cut. I feel like a lot of these cartonniere, which is, again, I don't even know if they sell this anymore at Anthropologie. When I first got into reselling in 2018, I would have been super excited to find this
brand. Now I pass on it all the time. But because it was a larger size, it was in really excellent condition. It was only $5 and we're in blazer season. Those are the 3 reasons I picked it up. Oh, and I really loved the patch over here. So this kind of has Bowden vibes to me. And I feel like if this was Bowden, I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, a Bowden blazer. Because it was that, I was a little hesitant, but the size kind of made up for what the brand lacked, in my opinion. Oh, and I do want to add everything up because I felt like I spent a lot of money on this day. I did spend a lot of money, but I do want to like count things up and see what my cost of goods is. You know, that excites me. Okay. I have a bunch of things on hangers over there. I'm trying to decide if I want to bring them over here or move my camera and go over there. These are the Sorel boots. These are the Joan of Arctic boots. They were $11. They say 11Y. Yellow was the new color. And they're a US size 9, so that's great. I have these boots, a version of these boots, and they are my favorite. My mom bought them for me probably 7 years ago, and they are my go-to boots. I absolutely love them. And I found one shoe like in the book section with kind of like DVDs and books and arts and crafts, and I held it up. I'm like, look at this Sorel boot. And Kim was like, I know where that boot is. And she ran over to the shoe section and found it. So it's always fun to shop with a friend. It was so nice to be back with Kim. She's always super helpful, and she found some of my best pieces. She always is so good. Speaking of Kim, she thought these were very interesting, and she decided to look them up. The brand is called Inkas, INKKAS. And sure enough, these go for $149 retail. This is a women's size 12 or a men's size 10, and I do think they're quite unisex. She initially thought they were for men, just given the size of them, but they do list them both sizes. But look at the condition that these are in. These were just $6, and many of the comps were in that $50 to $60 range. So that was a great pickup from Kim. Let's see how those do. I grabbed these LK Bennett shoes. LK Bennett has kind of let me down, but also I just think I need to adjust my expectations. When I found my first LK Bennett piece, I found a dress, and I think I priced it at like $200 because it was a dress that Prince William's wife wore, Kate. It was kind of like her brand, and there was a big buzz about the brand, and so I priced it high and it sat forever. I've also bought shoes from them before that have sat, so I think the name of the game is you have to pay close attention to comps on LK Bennett stuff, and you have to price accordingly. So I think if I were to find these a year ago or 2 years ago, I would have thought, oh my gosh, $100, because they retail for probably $150, $190. But realistically, these would probably be more like $35 to $50. Let me know how you do with LK Bennett. Is it a brand you get excited about? There was also a liner on the back, like a plastic covering, and I noticed it was peeling in a couple spots, so I peeled the whole bottom off, and even though there's some wear here, like this is very soft and it's just like the exposed leather now, so it actually made them look a little bit better by peeling the bottom. And these are a size 37.5, which is like a 7.5. They have a little bit of a platform, but they are patent leather, and they have a little bit of like that stickiness that patent leather gets after a while, and I hate to mess with patent leather because I feel like it can be kind of fragile. I might go over this with just a damp cloth to see if I can get any of the stickiness off, but they are gorgeous shoes. I just thought these were so nice, and they were $6. I did just film an unboxing of a Christian Dior Delight bag that I got from The Real, and I used almost exclusively credit. It was like $2,300. It was 50% off the Real price. And this bag goes for like $5,500 in store, and I've been saving my credit over there. I was gonna get a Chanel bag. I explained why I didn't on my other channel, but I ended up getting this Christian Dior bag, and now my credit's gone. I only ended up spending like $200 out of pocket with tax and shipping. So now I'm like, I gotta start sending them more stuff and start building up my credit again. That's where like I like to get most of my luxury handbags, is through my credit on The Real. So I think I'm going to send this piece. It's a Ralph Lauren black label, which is top of the line. Black and purple label Ralph Lauren are the highest, and this was so cute. So I paid $8 for this blazer. So I could definitely sell it on my own and probably do decent with it. It's a size 12, which is fantastic. I think it's a really adorable piece. Sometimes I find black label stuff and it's a black piece and it's very worn or like faded or it's a dated style. I feel like this is a really nice style in its blazer season, so I'm excited to send this to the Real. I have no idea. I never know with the Real. I mean, I'm hoping they price it high, but I just don't know. This is a brand I often pass on, but I ended up grabbing this, and I know I showed this in the Thrift With Me portion. It's a Calypso St. Bart. I think this top is just absolutely beautiful. It has all the zodiac signs on it, and then it has this leather braided tie at the neck. I just think this brand is so underrated, and I've picked it up in the past and been so excited because the retail is so expensive, and the styles are always beautiful. They're always beautiful pieces, and then they sit forever. It's kind of like a BCBG, Max Azria, or an Ellie Tahari Theory, like some of those brands that the retail is so much and they're actually beautiful pieces, and then they just sit for a really long time. But I think this will do well. I've seen comps as low as $17 for this and as high as like $40 or $50. So hoping to get like 35 or 40 for that. This is an awesome piece. Kim hit this one batch in it, and she found a few free pieces, and then she also found Johnny Was, which was a huge highlight of the day. Johnny Was and that pillow, that was like, there were a few things. Oh, and there's one on the top. There were a few things that got me really excited on this trip. But I loved this. It's like a zip front jacket, like a kimono style. It's got these nice sleeves. This is an extra small, and this is really big, very oversized, zip front, and it's got like this little metallic tie at the bottom. Such a cute piece. I think that was like $6.50. I'm toggling between stores. This was one of my fails for the day. Kim handed this to me. I was so excited about it. It was Bowden. It was size 12. Loved the floral pattern, classic Bowden. I got it home and I was taking the tags off. It has a wrap front, ruffle, collar, just all the good stuff. And then I was looking closely at it. Somebody just literally took a pair of scissors and cut the sleeves. Like, that is a raw cut. This probably was a long sleeve shirt and someone just decided not today. And they cut the sleeves and I bought it. But I mean, it's so cute. It is a size 12. Maybe I should see if I can make this work. It's really cute with the wrap in the front, but I was so disappointed. I was disappointed in myself, and I already trashed them because I was so mad. I bought a pair of Madewell jeans in a size 29, high-rise, light wash, raw hem, so cute, big hole in the crotch. And I was like, how do you miss these things, Lori? But it's rushing. That's how I miss it. I got these Lululemon leggings. They charged me $5 for these in my last stop. They're a size 4. They're just like basic. They feel like they're probably Wonder Unders. They're in pretty good condition. I pass on these when they're in poor condition. I don't want to be like sweater shaving the pills or like dealing with all the lint that attaches to old pairs of Lululemon. So these are good. And it's also Angie size and Lulu if she needs a pair. These were my big, I don't know. This was, I'm not sure. So these are Alpha Elite. I got 3 pairs. They were $12.99 each. When I looked at the comps quickly, a lot of the Alpha Elite leggings sold between $40 and $50. I can't find a size on these, of course. Didn't realize that until afterwards. They look like large, which I think is great. And they're all the same style. Now, I don't know this brand so well. I have sold it in the past and it does decent. There's the Alpha Elite. There's the logo on the back. And they're really cute. They have pockets in the front. I love the pattern, and they come down at the bottom. They're joggers. I would say that they're large or extra large, so I need to look. But I'm gonna have to list these around. Oh, these are the exact same pair. I didn't even realize that. Are they the same? Yeah, 2 of the same pair, and then this same pattern in a different color. Praying that I can get like at least $40 for those because I spent $13 each, and I don't usually spend that. They were all on the rack where the North Face Better sweater was, and the Lululemon with the faux fur, and the men's Lululemon pants and the men's Lululemon shorts. They have this premier rack, and they just get so many great brands, and they were just putting this rack out. That's why I was grabbing some stuff, so we'll see. Kim also grabbed this. We the Free, this was from Goodwill. There were a couple We the Free style shirts, and I didn't get all of them, but this one I really loved. I loved the textured ruffle at the bottom. I loved the sleeve, how it's the thermal, and then it goes into this. I just thought this was really cute. I have sold this style shirt
a number of times from We the Free, and they always sell. People always get excited about them. They're oversized, they're cozy, they're soft, they're just great. Kim grabbed these at Goodwill, and these are like a newer style Athleta. I passed on an awful lot of Athleta. Athleta can really sit for me, but these are newer style. They're a medium tall, which I also love to get tall, and I love this like slate blue. Sorry, I have a light over here and a light there, but I have no light in front of me. I probably should move this a little bit. Is that any better? It's getting dark outside. I always have to make this adjustment in the fall when I start losing my light earlier in the day, because it happens so quickly. Yeah, I thought these were really nice. These are like brand new. I'll probably find a stock photo on these because they're a newer style, which is great. I grabbed this at the first stop, Love Your Melon. There was a time when these were super popular, these Love Your Melon hats. This was just $2. So that would be like a quick like $15 to $20 flip, I think, I hope. I guess since we're set up here and I don't have any lighting over there, I'm gonna grab the last. I have some really great pieces now. We'll start with these dresses. I got both of these at Goodwill. This is a Ghani dress. Not like the most desirable style or piece from the brand, but anything in Ghani that is in good shape, I'm not leaving it behind. And this happened to be an orange tag. I didn't find many half off items, but this was half off, so it was only $4. Probably just like a $25 to $40 piece. I mean, Ghani pieces can go for a couple hundred if you buy the right piece. So this is not like one of their high-end pieces. It's also more of like a summer dress, I would say, but I was still excited to find Ghani for $4. So I grabbed that. Now this dress was hanging behind the counter when I was like spending all the money on all those things that were priced up, but I recognized it because I just sold this exact style dress from Free People like 2 weeks ago. And it was a dress that received a ton of attention. I went over it, I believe, in my last, like my What Sold video that was put out last week. It was teal and it was pre-owned. And I think I listed it at like $79 or $89 because comps were high. And it ended up selling for $50 pre-owned. Well, this was new with tag, and it's this beautiful mocha, like, oh my gosh, this beautiful fall color. It's a medium, and it's a maxi dress with this beautiful ruffle at the bottom. So I did pay $16 for this, but I was very confident because I had my own comps. I just sold it for $50. I thought, well, this one's new and in my opinion, a more desirable color for fall. The original price is $128. And look at the back. It's just so pretty. I knew just from the lace, I'm like, I think that's Free People because it was behind the counter. So those two dresses I was very excited about. So I spent $20 on just these two dresses. Let's go over these blouses and tops. This is a Bowden top. So this was in the cluster with the orange Free People, with the blue thermal We the Free, and with the Johnny Was. Kim hit this cluster at our last stop. I love a good Bowden piece. I feel like Bowden is just so consistent, and it's expensive when you buy it retail. Grab this Show Me Your Muumuu. Kim held this up and I wasn't positive, but I don't find Show Me Your Muumuu often. It's not a huge mover, but they had some really cute stock photos with this tie-dye. And I saw like a fair amount that went for like $25, $35. So I thought, I'll do that. And I think I paid $4 or $5 for this. This was one of my favorite pickups of the day. This is top 3. So we have Johnny Was, the pillow, and this. This is Love the Label, which I had never picked up before. When I saw it, there was like something in my subconscious. I'm like, that seems like a good brand. And then I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of has Love Shack Fancy vibes to me. This is the same store that I found the Love Shack Fancy at a couple weeks ago. It's got these like subtle metallic circles and it buttons in the front. There's just everything about this is beautiful. It would be just so cute with a pair of jeans and sandals. You could also throw a cardigan over it for the fall. I was obsessed with this. So I just Googled Love the Label and up popped the Neiman Marcus site with several dresses that were like $268, $278 for similar dresses. Tops like this, $178, $190. I was like, all right, I'll take it. So I didn't look at sold comps, but I loved it, and this cost $5. And so we will see how it does, but isn't that gorgeous? I loved it so much. Okay, here is a Patagonia that was rolled out on a rack. I think Rocco's taken this. He just saw it. It's a men's large. Although it's not very warm. I feel like he needs like flannels, but this is in such beautiful condition. And this store marks up Patagonia, so they definitely just missed this. It's like perfect fall colors. I absolutely love it. It just says organic cotton. I'm not sure what the style is, but organic cotton, beautiful. I didn't find many things for men, but what I did get, I liked. This, again, with that cluster of blouses, this is Free People. It has this really fun raw hem to it, really oversized. It had like it had like a couple pulls. I think I've sold this once before or something very similar. It's funny when you've been doing this for a while, you see so many repeat pieces. This is, are you ready? I think this is, oh, it's a medium. I was gonna say, is this an extra small? It's a medium, but I think you could be like a 3X and wear this, which I love about Free People. I feel like it's very body inclusive. Like you can really throw on so much from Free People, and it looks different on every different body frame, but so many people can wear it. So I think this is such a great, again, like fall, cozy with leggings. Yeah, can't go wrong. And this is the Johnny Was piece that we found. So it's silk, but there was no embroidery. So it's kind of like this bandana pattern, I would say. And it's absolutely beautiful. It is a size extra small. It looks like it might be like an older piece, Johnny Was tag, but it's in beautiful condition. I mean, I looked it over really closely and it seems to be in perfect condition from what I can see. It ties right here, so you can untie this if you want to wear it a little bit open, which is probably how I would wear it. But a nice generous cut. Any day that you find Johnny Was is a good day. Johnny Was, Sorel, love the label, all that Free People, that beautiful Peru alpaca pillow, the new brand from Scotland, some North Face. I mean, I was just so excited over this day. The LK Bennett shoes. I did have the 2 screw ups with the Madewell jeans and that Bowden top, and those jeans were like $7 or $8, so I was mad about that. But I'm going to add everything up. Let me know what your favorite piece is. Let me know what you thrifted this week and share with me what your favorite find was. Let's get a cost per item number, because I always have fun with that. So I'm gonna grab my receipts and I'll be back. It's really getting dark now, but I love that I paused to do the addition because I always remember things that I forgot to show you. This was drying upstairs. I got this at the first stop. This piece is so substantial. I mean, I paid $8 for this, and I probably would have paid about the same for it at the bins because it's so heavy. This is an LL Bean men's Sherpa lined jacket, and this is all wool. And it's got, you know, the Fair Isle pattern in the front and the front pocket. So I washed this and then I hung it to dry. It's really, really heavy. This might be something Rocco might want to take to Maine, but it's an extra large and he's more like a large. Also, I paid $1 for this bag. It had a cough drop inside, so it was a little bit sticky, so I just like cleaned it with some Dawn and then dried it out. I saw some sold comps on this for like $17 to $22. Some lower than that too, but the brand is Rachel Pally. I had never heard of this. And the way that this little clutch goes is you just pop it in this way and you can fold over the bag so that you have like the vegan leather on the outside with just a pop of the floral, or you can fold it this way for an opposite look. And it's just a little clutch, but you put everything in from the top. There's also like a pocket inside there. So this was $1.99 and then half off. I thought this was adorable. I just thought this was so cute. These little gnomes, isn't that adorable? This little glass jar was $2.99. I thought this would be really cute for Christmas time. And because they have little hearts, I feel like I could leave this out all winter, right up through Valentine's Day when it's still cold. The brand is Peppermint, it looks like. Actually, it looks like this was probably a TJ Maxx tag, but it was $2.99. And then the last thing that I got was this Ravenberg puzzle that Kim handed me. $1.99 for this, and it has the Twin Towers, and that's what caught her eye. This Goodwill had a really good game section. If you noticed, I was shopping and I was looking at the Nintendo Monopoly. We have an absurd amount of Monopoly games here, so I couldn't bring myself to buy it, but I think I could have made some money off of that. There were a lot of good games. There was an old Clue game, but I did grab this because it has the Twin Towers. Somebody has this priced for $84. And look at this, brand new. And it has the Ravensburger puzzle guide. 2,000 pieces. The New York City skyline with the Twin Towers. Yeah. I don't love to sell hard goods, but I am intrigued by them. It's out of my wheelhouse, but with Christmas coming, I think that'll be awesome. So I definitely want to get that listed. I might list it for like $50. I mean, that would still be an incredible return. And sometimes when I photograph hard goods, I'm like, this is so much easier than clothing. I don't have to measure stuff. I don't have to worry about stains. Why don't I do more with hard goods? You know, you're drawn to what you're drawn to. And also I bought Kim a nutcracker, some measuring cups, and 2 sweatshirts. So I bought her 4 items. So I had 48 items. Kim had 4 items, so in total we had 52 items. I spent $23 at the first stop, $190, and then $121. $121 plus $190 plus $23. $334 is what I spent on our 7-hour day. I'm going to divide that by 52 items. My average cost of goods on this day was $6.42. So not bad. All right, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's haul. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I will be back real soon. Bye, everybody. Mwah. Love you.